Hey everyone, just wanted to share a quick word this morning. I didn't have the best workout today, so I'm catching my breath. But I wanted to share a download that has stayed with me and has resonated with my heart from the book of Ruth. I shared this with a group of ladies in California recently, and it's just been playing in my mind and how we can apply it to all of us can apply it to our lives, and it has to do with alignments. And I went to the book of Ruth, and usually 90% of the time when we talk about the book of Ruth, we immediately think of the story between Ruth and Boaz. And it is a beautiful love story. Actually, it's a great story of redemption. But there's also another love story in this book that has to do with alignments with women, alignments with just friendships, right? Whether it be male or female, but in this case it's Naomi and Ruth and Orpah. And so Naomi is a powerful woman. She's a woman of God who has sown into the life of Orpah and Ruth as her daughter-in-laws. And so now Naomi loses her husband, becomes a widow, and then she loses her sons. And regardless of how strong you are and how much you love God and how much you trust Him, that'll cause grief to anyone. It's not even lack of faith, it's natural progression in life. When you go through crisis, you're going to grieve. And so Naomi goes into this time of grief where she feels as though she's bitter, and she's really not bitter, she's just in pain. And now she loses everything. She loses her husband, she loses her sons, and she looks at her daughter, both of her daughters-in-law, and now she feels as though she has nothing else to give. And she tells them, listen, I don't have anything else to give. You guys need to go your own way. And Orpah, who has also received this from the same well as Ruth, decides to go her own way. And that's okay, because that's her choice. But Ruth is now in a situation where she's drawing from everything that Naomi has sown, from her greatness, from knowing who she is, and saying, you may be going through a crisis now, but I know the woman of God that you are. I know the words that you've spoken over my life. And she says, your God will be my God. Now, mind you, Ruth was a Moabite, and she didn't know God the way Naomi did. And she says, your God will be my God, and your people will be my people. In other words, I'm not walking away from you during a bad season. I'm not letting you go during a bad season. We're going to be okay. And maybe right now you can't get through this, but I'm going to help you get through that. And that is right there definition of alignments. Alignments will be challenged. Alignments will be filtered. Alignments will go through crisis together. But the key word is, are you going to get through it together? And Ruth chose loyalty to Naomi during the worst of moments. And that decision right there, she didn't know where they were going. She didn't know what the outcome was going to be. She didn't know there was going to be a Boaz. But it doesn't even stop there. She did not know that she was going to end up in the lineage of Christ. She just made a decision based on gratitude for what Naomi had done for her for years. And so my download of that is our alignment. We're going to go through situations. You and I are going to do that. We're going to see other people go through that. But when God has aligned you with people that have sown into your life, that you've seen them walking and blessing your life, and maybe their season is out of character, we have the opportunity to choose what we're going to do with that. Where are we going to go with that, and align ourselves with people that believe in us, believe in our season, are willing to come alongside and say, you may be down today, but I'm going to walk with you because I know the God that you serve. See, it's not only about you, it's about the God that you serve and the God that I know is going to pull you through this season. And that really ignites my heart, because I know the God that I serve. I know the God that has seen me through the worst of moments, and the God that never shows up late. That is what's so amazing about our God. He's never late. He doesn't always show up when I want him to, and he may not show up when you want him to. But if you sit down and you reflect, you'll remember that God has never let you down. And that is the God that we serve. So I encourage you today to fix your eyes on Him, and know that He's going to surround you with people that will speak into your life, and also challenge you to rise up and go give somebody a word of encouragement. Stand with them, believe for them, even when they're maybe not at their best, but just because you know the God that they serve is going to pull them through. So I bless you today. I hope that you have an amazing Wednesday, and we'll be chatting soon.